Lens Tutorial TV, your one-stop hub for learning everything.
You're welcome again to Lens Tutorial TV. Today we'll be having lesson 3. Remember that in lesson 2 we created and saved our first Excel file. Today we'll be learning about rows, columns, cells, and worksheets. And to start with, let's look at where they are before we look at this. Here, you can see my mouse pointer here. This is my column number there. You can see the A, B, C, D, A, B, C, and so on. You can see my mouse pointer moving this column label. And coming here to the left hand, you see the rows. These are the rows. From 1 to 3, all along you go beyond 1 million. Going from there, we have cells. These boxes you see here, the boxes, there are very many. The boxes are the cells. Let me click on one of them. This is a cell. And what is a cell? I told you earlier. Cell is intersection of column and row. Intersection where a column crosses a row. This one here, this F coming down, and at this point it is crossed by 8, row 8 here, where the two meet is a cell. And when you look up here, you see under the name box, what is it here? F8. I showed you this earlier. F8. I can click on another cell. Here is H, the column. Coming to the row is 15. Look at the name box. What do you have there? H15. That is the name of the cell. Going from cell, you can click a cell. You can move along. You can click, and what I'm doing here, clicking the cell one by one, having know your rows and your columns. You can also select. I've selected this cell. If there's any work on it, I want to maybe to add color, to add anything, it can easily be applied. Let me demonstrate quickly. Let me type few things. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Let me magnify a little. Okay. Now, talking of cell selection, I want to select one of them. If you can talk from that side, which cell did I select? I mean, what does it contain? The one that contains E. If I should choose color or bold or whatever, let me choose color red. Look at it. That color only applies to the one with E, because that's a selected one. Now, if I need more than one cell, I want to select more than one cell. What do I do? I can click and drag. I click on this A. Anywhere I click, then I drag my mouse to select more than one. Here I've selected from A to D. You can do that from your side. Follow my style. Click on A. Click anywhere. Press down the mouse button. Don't remove from the left button of your mouse. Whether you're using laptop, press it down. Then drag your mouse. Drag to select more than one. Now I've selected from A to D. If I should try to add another color, then this one should have background yellow. It only affected what I selected. You can do more than that. You can also, after the selection of one or more than one, you can also use maybe without dragging. You can use your maybe shortcuts to navigate, to move a little bit. You can do something like this. Let me press this F. Then I can press down my shift. Press down the shift button. Just follow my style over there. Then you can use the arrow button. The arrow key. You can move to the front, to the right. You can move to the left. You can move down. I'm using we have an up arrow, upper one, right, left. You can move by selection. That's another way of selecting without you even using your mouse. Then you can also use the same arrow to move. I'm on this cell. If I want to get to the end of the cell, how do I jump to the end of the column? The end of the column, how do I go? I can press my control. Follow this step one by one. Control. Press down your control key. Then press your right arrow key. It takes me to the end of the sheet. End of the sheet. The last, you can look at the column here. XFD. XFD. That is the last column in the Excel I'm using here. If you are using more than one. I'm going back again, press the control and the left arrow key. It takes me to the first column. And here as well, if I want to get down to the last row, press the same control key, then press the down arrow. It takes me to the last row. That is row what? What is the number there? 1,048,576. 1,048,576. That is the last row. I'm going up again to where I started from. Control, up arrow key, back to A1, back to the beginning. That's your navigation. Navigating, where I just show you selecting and navigating the cells. What can I also do? I gave you you can use a shift arrow to select like this. Any direction you want to go. You can also use shift click. You can press down your shift. Maybe I'm on this F. Press down your shift, then select where you want to stop. Click on where you want to stop. And here, I will press my shift. And I want to select up to this level. I click this place. Try that over there. And here, and I want to select up to this mouse where I put my mouse pointer. I'll press my shift, then I click. These are various ways of selecting, whether one or multiple selection. Having understood rows, columns, and cells, selecting and navigating them, now let's move to worksheets. Worksheets. Look down here, we have sheet 1. We can have more than that. You can add more. You can select. You can add more. Here we have one as default here. To add new one, just click on this plus. This plus sign. It will help. I'm doing that now. Do that from your side. Making 2 sheets. 3, 4, sheet 5, sheet 6. You can have as many as possible. Because this is a workbook. Inside the workbook, you have worksheets. Now, progressing from there, we can rename a sheet. Let me come to number 1. I want to rename it. How do you rename a sheet? You can double click. When you double click it, it enables you to write a new name. Now, let me call this one maybe lens. Then I want to rename sheet 2. What should I call it? I taught you to rename, double click. Alternatively, you can right click and look for rename. You can either you double click or you right click and pick rename. Then let me call this one tutorial. Now I'm going to sheet 3. I'm double clicking again. I'll call this one TV. Sheet 4, I double click program. And sheet 5, I double click, I call it for sheet 6 all. These are different names I gave to my sheets. From lens, tutorial, TV, program, for all. These are 6 worksheets here. These are, after renaming, I may choose to take any one. Oh, now I want this one to be at the front, I want this one to be at the end. I can take this TV to be I can take this TV to the end. How do I move it? I will click on it. Then I will carry, drag to where I want it to be. Then I will release it. You can reorder the sheets. You can rearrange the sheets. I can take the program to be the first one. I press down. You click with your left mouse button, and then you drag, you carry to where it should be. Then you release. I'm taking my tutorial to be after the all. These are the navigation. Apart from that, I can also choose, oh, these are too many, or I don't need this one. I don't want this one. Let me delete it. How do I delete? How do I delete a worksheet? Maybe I don't want this all. I click on that. What should I do? I kindly right click. On the list you have what? Delete. Delete. I click on delete. All is gone. I don't also want the program. I click on it. I right click. Delete. It's gone. Let me delete one more. I right click this for delete. That's okay. They can also duplicate. Let me use this for example. This lens. What I have in it, oh, I like it greatly. I need a copy of this, and without the content. What should I do? I right click, and I will click what? Copy, or move or copy. Move or copy. I click on that. Then, where should it? It should be inside this book 1. And where should it be? Is it before lens, or before tutorial, or before TV, or I should move it to the end? Let it move it to the end. Is it moving or to duplicate? Let me do moving first. Moving, that's the moving we'll be using mouse to do. I click on this movement. You won't be using mouse to do. Let me use mouse to bring it, but take it back. But how do I duplicate? I go there again, right click, move or copy. To duplicate, you use copy. Movement, you don't use mouse to carry, or what I did earlier, just move. But to copy, you create a copy. Where should it be? After what or before what? Move it to the end. Create a copy. Now I click OK. Now a new copy has been created. And this lens 2. This len without number. This lens 2, the same content. The same content. That is how to duplicate a sheet, a work sheet. Now you know how Excel organizes data, and now you know how Excel organizes your data and how to move around efficiently in any worksheets. This brings us to the end of the class today. Like this video, hit subscribe to follow along, and in the next lesson we will enter data and format data like professionals. Don't forget to check back soon for the next class. Like this video, share the video, comment. Thank you. Till we meet again. Bye.